Hi Kiwi! Alright, we are back at playing Hades 2, and I am going to attempt 32 Fear. Now here's the arcanas that I am running for anyone passing by that's interested, and these are the vows I'm going to be taking over here. I'm going to be running the Aspect of Pan and hoping for a strong Poseidon special. I'm going to start with the surface as a litmus test to see how this works, and we've got a 7-minute deadline, so we've got a lot to work with here. This is really my first time really trying this. And we don't get the best special. I will rarefy this, but we want the special. We want the special very badly here. Now, the most important thing to know about this is I have downloaded this save file from speedrun.com. It basically has all the major meta progression, because I figured this is the best way to avoid progressing the story and seeing the story before the game is complete without, but still be able to play the game as I wanted. So we'll see how this goes. I'm hopeful that I will be able to beat this. And we brought Tula along because she can add some extra DPS. I love Phrynos, but he doesn't do the damage that Tula does, so obviously there is a difference in terms of what they can accomplish. And yeah, so let's see how this goes. No promises it'll go well, but the Poseidon special on Pan has always done me well in the past, so I'm hopeful that it will continue to do so. Not making the best time. But the things we're looking for, anything that benefits our special, which we didn't get a single special benefiting Hammer, which is great. That's exactly what we want to see. So what can we take as an alternative? In each location, your Omega attack gains 15 power for each foe you slay with it. That's pretty cool. Honestly, these are all useless for me, so I guess it doesn't matter which one I take. We'll just go with Explosive Ambush.
Heading in.
Alright, so my hope is that I can find Hestia on this run. If I can find Hestia, then Eris is a free win.
Show me the surroundings.
We did not find Hestia. So what do I want? I definitely need the max magic. Selene got a lot of buffs. Just for context, this is after the third major patch, or the third balancing patch. So a lot of casts got buffed, Selene got buffed, and some other boons like Born Gain from Hera got hard nerfed, as they should have been, because Born Gain was objectively broken. I think our route, let's go for the Poseidon boon over here first. Also, thank goodness they made the bat cages pause the timer. Oh, hey Hercules. Alright, well that's good. He pauses a timer for us, so that's really good for us, honestly. Oh, I'm standing in fire. Let's go ahead and just charge this up.
Ghastly thing.
Hopefully we can out-kill Hercules. It helps that the Revenants guarantee that I can get the kills. And I can take this a little bit slower since I'm not playing on... or because Hercules pauses the timer. Oof. We take a lot of damage though if we get hit because of all the vows that I've taken, unfortunately. Got caught on the wall there. Oh, the Revenant is kind of... I'm starting to fall out of love with it. I thought it would be a... It's like... It's not necessarily a bad vow, but it's hard to... It's really hard to reliably not... like, to catch the Revenant, you kind of have to go running into enemy territory. And it seems very risky, honestly, to use... To go out of your way to reposition just to prevent enemies from respawning. And if they do respawn, you're wasting a whole lot of time. I may stop taking it in favor of a different vow, although I don't know what to make of that just yet.
Acceptable.
Alright, Poseidon, what have you got? We're looking for Slip. Fluid Gain. No, I don't think that's right. Oh, perfect, Slippery Slope. That's exactly what I want. Losing out on Hydraulic Might is a little sad, but we're okay.
You work, you get paid. We're done here.
Well, let me out. Okay, there we go. But so that's the basic idea. So let's see, what else are we gonna take? So I said maximum magic. Zeus actually got a huge buff to his mana regen, and we've got 3 Zeus boons on the table. I'm honestly thinking I definitely want Zeus. I definitely want that max mana, and I want Demeter for her cast. So that's another 3 of the yeah. So I can take 2 more boons after that. 1 Zeus, 1 Demeter, and the magic. Maybe I go the route of Hermes and the HP after that, although the max mana is really helpful here. I think at the bare minimum, let's take this Zeus that's just by here. Man, the attacks come out a lot faster when they're 60% faster. Not a surprise, I suppose. Oof. Ow, oh, I got cornered. Right, we're gonna go ahead and just pop this pylon and hope that takes these guys out right quick. Grab those revenants. Oh, they made Slip a lot easier to see visually. I don't actually know if that's the case or if I've just never noticed what it looked like until just now. So, as far as the Arcana go, oh my goodness. Look at them. The Arcana cards that I'm running are primarily focused on boosting special attacks, special and attack. Because my cast isn't really part of my damage.
A lightning sigil.
In this, let's see. So, cast, sprint, there it is. This is what we're looking for, Ionic Gain. In each encounter, an Aether font, I can't say it, Aether font appears in an area and restores all mana when used. So that seems pretty strong to me because it's a full mana regen sort of operation. Alright. But that said, we definitely need more maximum mana. The other thing worth noting is I have gotten a debuff from the vows on the what is it, the testament, whatever it's called, I forget, which basically makes it so, there we go. Okay, so there's my mana refill. It makes it so whenever I take a boon above rare, above normal quality, I prime magic. So you can see my maximum mana pool is reduced by 10 right now because I took the upgraded Poseidon special, and so I am permanently down 10 maximum mana for the rest of the run. There used to be a bug where if you what's it called? If you took a boon that caused you to prime mana like that, if you got a pomegranate and upgraded the item, it would make it so that debuff is turned off. But that is not the case here, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. Maximum mana acquired, and out we go. Yeah, so that'll give me a whole lot more mana, and I think we're pretty good on mana now. I'm going to periodically pause because that stops the timer from rolling, so I can consider my options. So I wanted to go to Demeter next, so let's go get Demeter. Can't pass through that, of course. Alright. Wow, that one shot, that did half my health in one hit. So one of the debuffs that I have from the vows is I take 100% more damage from the first hit in an encounter, and now I'm appreciating how rough that is. On the bright side, the nice thing is I have one extra Death Defiance, so I have 3 Death Defiances altogether in this run, which is pretty huge. My HP pool, on the other hand, is not. So maybe I do need to take the max HP, because Ares is going to destroy me if I'm not careful. But... oh gosh, I'm in a bad spot. Let me out. Getting caught on walls here is really rough. I'm probably going to use another Death Defiance here, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not feeling the Revenant Curse. I might remove that in the future. Seems like it's a bit too much of a detriment to my overall survivability. These eyeballs are a problem. I'm wasting a lot of time. Well, there goes my HP. Yeah, and the eyeballs each can get a Revenant as well. And he keeps spawning them. We need to get rid of them ASAP. Can't believe I lost 2 Death Defiances already. Not a good showing for what's potentially to come. Yeah, I will say, though, the Demeter cast will be a huge boon for us. That's what we're looking for, because if I get it, it'll freeze enemies, and that'll give me a lot more safety. Cast repeatedly deal damage in the area and inflict freeze. It's epic, which means I'm going to lose, I think, probably 20 maximum magic, which is not ideal, but we need this. We need that boon very badly. Alright. So let's see. Yeah, I'm primed. That lost me 10 max magic. Not ideal. Alright, I need to take... do I want Hermes? I probably want Hermes. I'll try and get the thing that increases the charge time on Omega Specials.
I'll slay you all.
Let's go ahead and grab this. I dashed right into his attack. To back off, grab this. Tula, help out, please. I need to be really cognizant of these revenants because I'm dashing all over the place. I can easily mess them up. Well, there goes my last Death Defiance. Looks like I have one more. Something tells me we're not getting the win here. But it's a good litmus test to see what my capabilities are and what builds make sense for me. Like, on paper, this isn't terrible. It's just I'm playing terribly. Okay, and I am really in a bad spot for time. Let's see. This might help with Eris. Attack, special, and cast are faster. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and that lost me more max mana.
Barrier's lost some of its strength.
Let's see, where am I? I think I need the HP here. I would have otherwise taken the Zeus Boon, I think, but yeah, let's go. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of enemies. Oh, I see that projectile coming right at me, darn it. There's so many revenants. I would like it if they were a little bit easier to pick up sometimes. They do not always... It feels like I should be able to pick them up more easily than I am, and I miss them by accident because of it. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, bonus rooms? I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it going in here. But I did anyway, because I didn't think about it hard enough. Alright, yeah, definitely a waste of time. Okay, let's not... You can get max mana, you can get max HP from these rooms, but it's I don't think it's worth it. Gosh, I have shot myself in the foot with a time limit. Alright.
Farewell,
I've got
Fira.
30 seconds to beat Polyphemus, and that is not going to happen. Apollo?
Here. If you'll start the pop.
The max mana I'll definitely take, because that will benefit me in the long run. And that did not... That's fair. You know what? I don't think I was gonna... I couldn't afford it anyway, so he can have that. Alright.
Polyphemus.
This is gonna be rough. I have to beat this guy in 30 seconds. I don't think I can do that, but let's try.
Got to move.
The first hit of damage he does to me is going to absolutely wreck me. I've got to be careful of that too. Whoop, dodge. Well, 54 damage in one hit. That's fine. Wait, he really got me with that? That's unfortunate. And he...
This is it.
Okay, at least you don't take more damage after that, but that's a huge time waster for me. That's not good. Alright, we're on to his next phase, which is at least one thing in our favor. Fortunately, he's got all of these friends on his side now, which is a problem. Oop, that hit me.
Oh no.
Oh. Okay, well, there goes our time limit.
Hindquarters out of my town.
Okay, so that was rough. But again, it's a good litmus test of seeing what I can and cannot do
Blame the oath.
and figure out what testaments make most sense for me, or what vows make most sense for me to run. So let's try that again, but mess around with some of our options a little bit more. I still think Aspect of Pen is definitely my safest option. Oh, well, I guess we're just doing it again. Okay, maybe we'll have a better run. Maybe I'll get a hammer that's actually useful.
It's now or
We'll
never.
see. We'll see. Okay. Still not getting a good special from him, but we'll start the same way we did before and hope for the best. I just have to be more I have to be more cognizant, more focused on dodging than I was before. And we'll have a better fighting chance. Pomegranate on the special is pretty solid for damage, so we'll take that gladly. I think I need to turn off the Revenant Curse first and foremost. Like, it feels like it should be free, but it's not. It is actually a huge detriment to my survivability in terms of just, it forces me to reposition against my will if I want to kill things. You know what? Here, let's take the L and... Do I want to do that? Nah. Let's keep the run going a little bit longer. There's still more. Oh, see, yeah. See, like that? That's another instance of where the Revenants are just... They're pretty solid time wasters, if nothing else.
Feeling fine.
Alright, let's see what our options are this time.
Let's have a look around.
Alright, Apollo, Poseidon, Aphro... Oh, we got a hammer. Okay, and Medea's over there, which is huge. Okay, so I think my plan here is Hammer, Demeter, Medea, Poseidon, Max Magic, and Max HP. Because I need survivability in this build. So let's start with the hammer and hope we actually get a special benefiting one this time. I mean, this is kind of the nature of roguelikes as a whole. A lot of it's skill dependent, but if you don't get the right items for your build, you're gonna have a much harder time than if you did.
Shades, you're free.
These guys are so spread out, which is a little bit of a problem for how we're trying to fight here. Oh, I was trying to get that before the fire hit. Oh well. Yeah, okay. Lesson learned, definitely turning off Revenants. They're honestly more of a detriment than a boon. Like, yes, it saves me from having to take some worse off options, but not nearly as much as I would hope. That begs the question, then, what if I give that up, what do I take in its place? Because, I mean, all of the vows add up to being something pretty tricky. Like in Hades 1, and I'm sure this is going to happen eventually in Hades 2, is that there is basically a harder version of each boss that you can get as one of the vows. Let's see. There we go. Special Dancing Knives. Deal 15% more damage and bounce up to 2 more foes. See, not necessarily the one I wanted the most, but it's definitely better than what we got offered last time. And I'm going to go for the max HP over here. Oh. Hey, Artemis. Okay, well, didn't need to take that damage. Oh, hey, she healed us. That's nice of her. I think two of the biggest things for this is I just need to stop getting hit, which, wow, who could have seen that coming? Who could have seen the idea of in a roguelite, part of the thing that helps you win is not getting hit. What a monumental realization. But genuinely, I am definitely getting hit too much. The nice thing about Artemis showing up here is she does pause the timer, which gives us a little bit more time to mess around when we're meeting tight deadline or whatever. I forget what the name of the you have to clear within this time limit, or you start taking a ton of damage every second. I forget the name of that, but I feel like my two options are either I don't take tight deadline, the time limit, or I max out enemy HP and spawn rate, and then just focus on playing as safe as possible. I think that's what I did for my 32 Fear run in my previous playthroughs, and with this sort of build, that might honestly work. I just don't know for certain. I also haven't learned the attack rate of these enemies because this is my first time really playing, or I wouldn't say my first time, but it's definitely pretty early on as far as... Artemis, where are you? Jeez. Alright, what have you got for us? Don't want that because that'll make us prime magic. After you dash, your Omega moves deal more damage for 2 seconds. I think I'm just going to take the flat crit chance. Alright, well, finding Artemis was a nice benefit. Let's see what else. So, we want Demeter over there, and then we're going to head south to those last 3 boons. Okay. We're once again looking for Demeter's cast here. Ooh, I dodged that barely. I don't like this positioning. Okay, we somehow made it out of there without taking any damage, which is lucky, frankly, because I did deserve to take a lot of damage there. Oh, how did that not hit me? Well, the fire did that I dashed into. So, see, like, I need to make a lot of split-second decisions to avoid damage, but I'm making the wrong ones. Alright. We did not roll her cast, so let's re-roll for that. There we go. Cast repeatedly, deal damage, and inflict freeze. I don't care the strength, I just want the effect. Okay, and we're not going to take those bonus rooms. Now I want to go down over here and grab... Let's start with Medea. Let's see what she offers.
Nightshade, she returns.
Your curses have been of great help, Lady Medea.
What's not?
Let's see what we got. Whenever your foe makes you use Death Defiance, it loses 15%. After a foe joins an encounter, it loses... That's pretty good. Minus 50% armor. Or range shots have 40% reduced travel speed. It doesn't look like I'm going to be finding Hestia on this, so this might actually really help me for Eris. I'm inclined to take this. But this is also pretty solid. I still think the Enfeeblement of Cowards is the best option here, though, so we'll take that. Alright, let's get out of here. And then, let's see, we need, not Apollo. Was there, not Hermes either. We want, where are you? Oh, it's down there, isn't it? Yep, there it is. There we go. Okay, well, I wasn't convinced I was skipping down there for a second. Alright. Oh dear, that was a lot more damage than I meant to take. At least they're frozen. That does help a lot. And I have a lot of damage on this weapon. It's mostly just I need to get it off in time, and the mana consumption is pretty rough too. I don't have the regen boon that I got from Zeus before, which is a bit of a problem, frankly. At least we're clearing the rooms relatively fast, which is good. Because we need to make as much time as we can getting into the boss fight. We're making much better time than we did last time, which is good. That is definitely a big help. And I do believe time slows down when this. I think it's the sorceress. The thing that makes it time slow down when I cast the Omega attacks. Like right now, it's slowed down. I believe it also slows down the timer. I'll have to look when I'm charging. Well, I can't look because I'm out of mana. Cool. All right. Well, we'll just try and do what damage we can. That zombie I was standing next to just didn't care at all. Also, see, there's another instance of where the hitbox on the Revenants feels a little too small. Like, I was so close to picking it up, but it didn't grab it. Oh well. Can't complain too much.
Smite them.
See, like, I think it needs to be bigger. I genuinely think it is. The hitbox doesn't feel reliable, and that's a problem. Because it should be.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Alright, let's see. Double up could be really good here. Your Omega Cast immediately... I'm not going to use my Omega Cast for anything here. I think we roll for Slippery Slope.
Sure, why not?
Hydraulic Might. That's tempting because it's epic. And 166% more damage at the very start of the battle could make for a huge benefit for the encounters where I'm prone to taking damage. But, and this is a big but, that will cost me 20 maximum magic. And it still doesn't give us slip, which we want. We need slip. That's so tempting being epic, though. I think I'm going to take it. That'll help us clear rooms a lot faster. And I mean, one could argue I'm going to be using less magic if I'm killing things faster. So
Minding their own business.
you guys are not a problem, so we're not even going to bother with you.
This is lovely.
Okay, so the shop is paused. I cannot afford another Poseidon boon. I know there have been a lot of gold containing vases that I've passed through, but I'm so focused on conserving time. I guess we'll take this and hope it lands on one of the relevant boons. And it landed on the one that I probably needed it the least on, but hey, I'm dealing almost triple damage in the first 10 seconds of a fight. That's not anything to laugh at. Let's see how quickly we chunk down Polyphemus with that.
Stepped out of line again, little.
Alright, so dash in, pop that, and then do this. Yeah, look at that damage. Oh, wait. Whoa, oh my goodness, that was a kick to the face. Yeah, he attacks a lot faster. Not a surprise given the nature of the vows that we took, but still, you can feel it. Oh gosh. And I'm already out of mana, which is a bit of a problem. I'll have to try and hope that I'll just try and thin his numbers while I can. Oh, okay, good. Dodge that. I don't really know how to, like, evade that properly, like, intentionally. I just get lucky that it doesn't go towards me, and certainly it's easier to dodge when you're further away. Whoop. Oh, good thing to know is that when you use a Death Defiance, you regenerate all of your mana. I think that's pretty important to recognize. Oh, dear. That was actually some pretty solid dodging on my part, gotta say. He attacks so much faster, though. Alright, that's some good damage. Whoa! That was a whole lot at once. Oof, close. We really need to thin his friend's numbers, but I can't. Did he just decide not to go into my cast? Because it looked like he decided not to go into my cast there. Darn it. I think we've got this. The real question is, oh my goodness, that was a boot to the face. Wasn't ready for that. Unfortunate. Hopefully we can finish him here. Oh dear. I think I was invulnerable for that, otherwise that would have killed me. Oh my goodness, I keep dashing into his feet. It's like he's predicting where I'm gonna dash to, but hey, that's an improvement. And we got the wool. Let's get out of here. Okay, get some HP. Now, here's the question.
Another one, maybe.
Hestia completely trivializes Eris, and I think that's my best bet for getting the win here. I just don't know how strong she is for the rest of what I'm aiming for. And we still need Slip if we're going to get Origination going, which is the 50% increased damage to enemies that have 2 curses on them. I still think if I want to pull a win here, I am not surviving Eris without Hestia. Like, I recognize that there's a way to cheese her by getting behind her reliably, but when she's 60% attacking faster... Whoop, my controller decided to unplug itself. If she's attacking 60%... Oh my goodness. If she is attacking 60% faster, it's going to be rough for me to learn her quickly. So I think this is the choice. Even though pulling the tooth would give me an extra death defiance, or maybe even the engraved pin would be a better choice than this, but I think this is the route I'm going. I need survivability. And this could give me a boon, and I'm very likely to receive it. Let's go ahead and buy that. Pardon me. Cool, so that'll show up in 1 encounter? No, 4 encounters. We should definitely find it then, so let's take that and hope it's something solid. Maybe we'll run into Cersei too, who can help us a little bit. Alright, this room is also paused so I can take my time. I don't have a whole lot of time to get to Eris, which means our tight deadline is going to feel fairly tight. But here we go, wish us luck, Kiwi. I don't know who the us I'm referring to is. Oh, I didn't know he could show up here. Alright, that's good. That'll pause our timer. That'll give us a little bit of extra time. Whoop! I'm not sure if I got hit by something or what. Oh, I must have gotten hit by Heracles. That's what it is. I got hit by Heracles and got stunned by it. I got it. That makes sense. Oh, dear. Wow. You just take... Oh, I'm out of death defiances.
Return to Shadow now.
Well, in hindsight, having Hestia there would have been helpful. I would have not... Oh, Heracles is disappointed in me. Frankly, I am disappointed in me too.
Another night.
All right.
Okay.
Well, it shouldn't go as any surprise, but 32 heat is hard. All right, let us try one more time. And,
Well,
but let's actually try and rearrange our vows a little bit. So we decided that this is just not helpful to me. So what do I take instead of it?
that fear may spread.
All right, let's try this. I'm going to go with the no tight deadline, or the no vow of desperation, but there are going to be a lot more enemies, they're going to be a lot tankier, and they're going to deal a lot more damage. And that's probably going to be a wrong decision. But let's see how it goes for me, because this may be more befitting of my playstyle.
Olympus, here I come.
All right, give me... Didn't get a single special, so let's roll.
The fates won't mind.
Okay.
Why not?
That's going to take a ton of max magic for me, but it's going to give me a ton of extra damage. It's absolutely worth it. That was... Did you see that? That was kind of pretty to look at, but also, what the heck? What the heck, Worthy? Yeah, okay, I have to remember, like, I'm safe. I can just keep a distance and spam Y to win. Aphrodite is a terrible option for me, although there is a boon she gives. Let me see what it is. There is a duo boon that you can get from Aphrodite that makes all enemies count as weak, even if you're not close to them, I think it was. This legendary also sounds really good. Whenever you inflict weak, also randomly inflict other gods' curses. Maybe I can, you know what? I'll try and get her cast. Her cast should work fine with this build. Actually, it should work really well because it'll group enemies. But, where is it? I know I was reading this before. feel like there was something. Maybe I'm mistaken. Or maybe I'm just not able to read because I'm so tired. Whatever. Oh, wait, I can alter this. So, okay. I don't have to pause them. I don't have a timer right now. So I guess the question is, do I take Aphrodite for her cast and have her in my god pool for the rest of the run? Or do I roll her for hopefully a better boon option? I think I roll.
There.
You know what? Palming my special sounds fantastic. Let's do that.
Got you.
The one risky factor to my current playstyle is that to drop my cast on enemies, I have to get fairly close. Oh my goodness, that was 40 damage. So yeah, it's like... My HP is a suggestion. I take 2 hits and I'm dead. I really have to, like, keep my distance as much as possible because I just get wrecked otherwise. But a solid extra 10 damage on my base damage, we'll take it. All right, let's see what we can get here.
Show me the surroundings.
There's a hammer. Definitely want that. So hammer, Demeter. Hammer and Demeter. Poseidon for slip. Max HP, mass magic is 5. And then it's a choice between Hermes or Hera, I think. I don't think I go for Selene here. I just don't, it doesn't feel strong enough to warrant the extra effort. And I'm not going to find Path of Stars in this to really upgrade her and make her relevant. So let's start with the hammer. I think between Hermes and Hera, I'm more inclined... I'm almost more inclined to take Hermes because... Oh, there's an eyeball. Gotta be careful here. Tula heck 'em up. I'm just gonna do this from a safe distance. Oh, those eyeballs though. The really nice thing about the Poseidon special is that it counts as 2 hits because the splash damage is considered separate from the base hit. So I can actually pretty reliably pop these 2 blue shields almost immediately. It would be really nice if I didn't get caught on walls though. Whoop.
Shades, you're free.
Didn't help that I walked into the fire earlier because that was a 21 damage I did not need to take. Oh my goodness, didn't see you there. Okay. Well, that could have gone better. Specials, 15% more damage and bounce. Channel your Omega special 40% faster. That could be really helpful, but I'm going to burn through magic really quick until I get a regen boon. So I think I'll take this because it's a flat damage increase and it is hitting more enemies. So the damage,
Feels even sturdier.
if those bounces trigger the Poseidon special as well, it's very much worth it. And since I don't have tight deadline, it is worth taking these bonus rooms outside of the risk of extra damage. Oh my goodness, yeah. So I just get 2-shot by every... I effectively cannot get hit in this with this build or with these vows, or I just instantly die. Well, at least that healed me for half of what I took. I'm only down 1 Death Defiance, although it's unlikely I will get more on this run. Whew. This is rough, Kiwi. Let's see. Why don't we... This is a mini-boss. This is going to be rough, but Demeter on the cast is very well worth it. Oh, did that... I don't actually know if that hit me or not. Oh, hello. Let's try and get as much damage here as I can. I'm not familiar with this guy's pattern, so I'm a little nervous. The shade should help really... Yeah, there we go. The shades... Whoa, hello. I did not see that coming. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of how that's been glitching on us, but it's fine. Okay, so another Death Defiance down. Not great.
The wrong side.
Alright. Cast. We got a really strong cast boon from her. Not great that it's going to cost so much of our primed mana. This could also... No, never mind. Yeah, we will take Arctic Ring because we need the chance for origination here. But I've only got 2 Resurrects now out of the 2 that I had. I have to... Like, if I'm going to play the kind of cheesy, safe strategy, I actually have to play cheesy and safe, don't I? So we've said max magic, max mana, Poseidon, and then one of the Hera boons, I think. So yeah, let's take the max mana since we're here. I'm occasionally having it bounce elsewhere. Oh, wow. So those bounces have really large range, it seems. That's good to know.
A sign of Kronos.
And the other nice thing is these bounces, they help clear the shields of other enemies really easily. I think what I need to do is be a little less aggressive with my cast. That's probably the main issue I'm having here, is that I'm trying to go into melee range to plant my cast, and this is a range-based build. Yes, the damage off of the cast. So I have the Arcana card that makes it so your casts, if your enemies are in your cast, they take 30% more damage, which on paper sounds phenomenal, but if it's going to cause me to play way riskier, it's probably not worth it. I can afford to keep my distance, and I need to get rid of these eye spawners because, what are they, Eidolons I think they're called? Because the eyes they spawn are just so annoying to deal with. They don't do a lot of damage, but, whoa. They don't deal a lot of damage, but it is really just a matter of the eyes themselves are a problem. If there are too many, because then I have to focus on avoiding them a lot more. I think I'm just slightly outside of the range. Well, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. Just some coin, but if that affords us a heal in the shop, very well worth taking. We're still too short on coin to be able to afford anything from Charon. Because we need, or rather, let me rephrase that. We need 270 coin to be able to purchase a boon from Charon. Let's get this HP up. I think we need it. Oh, you know what? I should have waited until I got that before I or I should have waited till I cleared this room before I tried to heal from the fountain. I figured I need the healing because I don't know what that means. Oh boy, this is rough. Just try and get as many of these guys cleared as possible. Spam special a little bit, and if they come too close, they get frozen and I can home in on them. This fire does a lot of damage here. Let's pop this, and that should hopefully... There we go. Whew, that was very spooky. But we can at least take one more hit before we die again, at the very least. Okay, keep it moving. No Aphrodite on this run. We said one Hera and one Poseidon. Let's go for the Poseidon first, because I'm looking for that slip. Slip will make it so I can deal not only more damage to a single target that has been hit by a splash attack, but again, it'll get origination off if they've been frozen by my cast, which is another huge damage. It's a flat 50% damage boost, which is huge for us. Try and pop those shades so they take out the graveyard, or whatever that house that summons enemies is called, the zombie enemies. Whoop! That skull. That's the other thing. Like, I have to be constantly moving because these enemies just attack so much faster with the vow that gives them 60% attack speed. Like it never, like on paper that number never sounds like that much, but oh my goodness, is it so much. All right, we need to bail out. All right, we're in a good spot. This should be able to finish most of them. And there we go. Whew. Okay, holding my breath a little bit, and there we go, slippery slope. Now all enemies will take a bonus 10% damage when I attack them with my special. After maybe the first application, but that's fine. That's a pretty huge damage boost, and more importantly, it gets us origination, which is an even more huge damage boost. And so our final boon will be from Hera. I have two options, or maybe I do want to go Selene. No, I don't think that's appropriate. Let's take Hera. Try and get rid of this grave house first because it spawns so many extra enemies if I'm not careful. Try and clear that so that the shades kill a bunch of the enemies for me. Alright. Ah, what up? Alright, let's pop this cast so if it teleports behind me, I can just freeze it and do that. Excellent. I saw that guy charging his attack and I was able to get out in time. I do wish the cast lasted a slightly longer because it would be much easier to kind of reposition around it and charge up my Omega special, but I will take what I can get. and it wasn't that. That wasn't what I wanted. Oh, I'm stuck on a wall. Alright, and then one zombie, we can handle that pretty easily. You know what would be really fun with a build like this is Zeus's Chain Lightning ability, but it costs 30, it primes 30 mana. It's not a cheap cost. I guess the real question is, what do I want from Hera here? Born Gain got hard nerfed, but it's still honestly pretty good, I think. So we'll take Born Gain. I just hope that doesn't come to bite me in the butt when the primed mana adds up in boss fights. But we should hopefully have enough damage where that won't necessarily be a relevant concern. Certainly if I can get it, Born Gain scales with maximum mana, if that wasn't obvious already. Because the way it works is when you run out of mana, or I guess I should call it magic. When you run out of magic,
Some assistance, please.
your mana instantly refills, but you prime mana for the rest of that encounter. Which means you go, since it primes 20, once I hit 0 mana, it goes back to full mana minus 20 of the maximum. So I would have minus 50 mana going into after it resets, basically, from where I am now. Hephaestus doesn't seem like a great option for me, so I'm going to skip that. Although, if I got his ability that makes you impervious to damage at the start of a fight, could be good. I think either the HP or the Palm make the most sense. I'm going to go for the Palm and hope I can get it on my special again. More damage sounds great. 8 more damage per special hit sounds pretty solid. Let's take that. If I had gotten this on Born Gain, I probably would have taken it on that, but we'll take the damage.
Until we meet again.
Maybe the HP was the proper decision there. I don't know. It's hard to know. All I know is this is going to go poorly if I'm not careful. But whoa, 60. Okay, 64 in one hit. That's fine, I think. Remember, I can play it safe here. I don't. He really just, like, there is so little lined up on that kick, I swear. Oh, you know what? The reason why he's using it, like, I thought it was just a melee attack, but no, it is a projectile. That's why he's using it the way he is. Oh, this is not great. These guys spawn fire everywhere. All right, let's try and kill them where I can. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I ever mentally registered it, but his zombies spawn, or when he takes those little steps, he's spawning those zombies. That was entirely avoidable. That was bad on my part. All right, let's clear out all these things now. Try and give him a whole lot of damage there. I think we can get him to his next phase, but I'm literally one hit from death. Any hit here kills me. Okay, any 2 hits kills me. Oops. That was avoidable. Okay, Kiwi, so as it turns out, 32 fear is nothing to laugh at. Whew, this is rough. All right, well, 3 solid attempts with minimal with lackluster outcome, let's say. But I'm gonna keep practicing. Maybe I'll try a different weapon and see if it goes any better. Maybe I try the Aspect of Charon, because that's another weapon that just seems really, really strong all around. Cast lasts 3 seconds, erupts like your Omega cast if struck by your Omega special. I think, why don't we try that in the next run? But I think, let's try one last time. Now, what boon makes the most sense to take with that in mind? I don't actually know the answer to that question. Maybe I go for Hestia so I can get her No. Apollo. I think Apollo makes the most sense. Apollo's cast got nerfed, to my understanding. And but I'm honestly looking for his special, not his cast here. If I have to choose one, I'm taking his special. Alright, let's see. Specials, more damage, cast inflict daze, and deal a burst of damage before they expire. Ideally, if I could keep both of these, maybe. Nah. Daze is pretty helpful because it gives me a 20% chance of enemies not hurting me when they hit. But I think I take Nova Flourish here, and then I'll consider what my other options are for casts down the road. You know what, though? This build doesn't necessarily work great when they have the shield passive. I'm now realizing that. Maybe... At the very least, the special does a ton of damage. Oh, hey, I got something bonus there?
See that one,
Okay.
Tila?
I know one of the new patch things that happened was they made it so when you get certain minor finds like grass or rather when you find materials sometimes, now you can
You. Fall.
1 second, I need my brain for this. Oh, my goodness, if I had held my charge, if I had held my special there, I would have blocked that hit. At least I'm not getting one shot by these things. Okay, there we go. They made it so when you pick up environmental materials, sometimes they can give you infusion elements, which sounds awesome. Your special fires 2 times in succession, but costs 15 more magic. That sounds like exactly what we want. Giga Cleaver sounds fantastic, so we'll go ahead and take that. I mean, we'll definitely need more max magic on this build. Let's see what our options are today. So we've got another Apollo, max magic, max mana. Demeter is always huge for her cast. Afro on the attack isn't terrible, or honestly, neither is... Afro's cast could be really good too instead of Demeter's, because it'll group things and apply weak so they deal less damage. I think no matter what, we're going to be going some degree of Apollo. But honestly, max magic, max mana is probably the most valuable thing we have here, so why don't we take that first? Oh, look at them get popped. Goodbye, HP. Oh, wow. Really? I'm out of mana that fast.
Need to recharge. Pylon destroyed.
Yeah, so it was definitely the right choice to take maximum mana first, because we're not going to be able to deal damage with our special if we don't have the resources to use it. So let's pop a cast there and just drop a whole lot of damage. But yeah, our special does a ton of damage, and it hits twice now, but it costs 45, so it's literally half our mana pool just to get it off. For enemies that are slow with their attacks here, though, I'm not worried about just spamming melee attacks. Okay, that alone just makes me a lot stronger.
Where next?
Maybe getting the Hermes cast or Omega charge speed up is good. I feel as though I honestly have, with my special alone, I have a lot of the damage I'm looking for. So let's grab the HP because I need more survivability. We're gonna bail out of here because that's a whole lot of nope. Wow. Okay. I call bullshit on that one. Did you see how fast he turned there? Like his throwing animation was to the right, and then suddenly he did a complete 180 in in a couple milliseconds. That didn't feel fair. I don't think there was anything I could have done in that situation after having used my dash like that would have prevented me from getting hit. And I've never seen them do that before either. Like, yeah, they can turn fast, but they've never done it that fast and thrown so quickly thereafter. All right. So do I want Demeter or do I want Afro? I think the freeze is objectively better on the cast, so I'm gonna go that route. Oh, well. Well, at least I dodged that. Let's get out of here. Drop a cast so that they get slowed, and then just deal all that damage. No. Maybe I go take Hera for the potential Born Gain, but I feel like I will prime my magic so fast with this build. Okay. Rare Crop could actually be huge for me. Actually, it is objectively phenomenal here because it's only going to affect one boon, but I only have one boon that it affects, and that'll increase my special damage by a substantial amount. So honestly, I'm going to take Rare Crop here, and I guess we are going to go the Aphrodite cast. Ah, no, not again. At least I dodged it that time. I'm stuck on something and I don't even know what. Okay, I guess these guys just turn really fast. I think the answer to dealing with those is just I need to focus on dodging whenever they're holding their barrels above their head. I don't even risk it. This is a build that I have so much range on, I do not need to be even remotely close. The only boon benefit to me about being close is being able to drop the cast. Ooh. Okay, we need to get rid of these projectile artists ASAP. Oh, my goodness. They're just not giving me they're not giving me a clear chance to attack because they're just spamming projectiles faster than I can dodge them. All right, here's a chance. Go, go, go. All right, there we go. Whew, that was a little tricky. Hopefully the shades do the rest for me. I forget what these little grave houses are called, but they clearly spawn enemies, and I don't like enemy spawners. They're a little tricky to deal with, as you can get a sense from the Eidolons. Kind of impressed that guy dodged all of those hits. Oh, that's a lot of zombies, and I'm caught on one. I got like body blocked by one. That's unfortunate. At least we deal good damage. We deal really good damage, but we also we're effectively a glass cannon. We take so much damage. I guess that is one consideration in favor of Hephaestus. He has a lot of really good defensive boons that I could consider.
We're just two lovely goddesses together having a night out.
Are you with Demeter? Oh. Oh, she was talking to Melanoe. I'm like, are we getting a duo boon already? All right, life affirmation, shameless attitude. I don't want any of these. I would like your cast, if anything. You inflict weak on nearby foes and gradually restore mana while nearby. It's only 6 mana every second. It's not that much. And I don't want to be near enemies if I can avoid it. This is a range-based build. Heartbreaker. This could be good, but again, I'm not trying to go melee, so the heartthrobs are kind of wasted on me. Dashing damages surrounding enemies and inflicts weak. No, let's roll one more time.
See how this goes.
Rapture Ring, that's what we were looking for. All right. Cast inflicts weak and damages foes while dragging them towards the center. That should reposition them, make them a lot easier to hit now, and hopefully give us one of the 2 things we need for origination. The question is, how am I going to get the other half of origination now? Maybe an attack boon that applies something. I could go for Hera's. I could definitely go for Hera's attack boon and try to get Hitch on them. And Hitch would be pretty decent. Let's see. So I think the choices here are definitely take the second Apollo boon. And then it's a choice between Hermes or Hera after that. I think we go Apollo first and then think harder after that. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of things.
Perish. Just a couple of these left.
Some pretty solid damage all around though, seriously. The Axe of Charon cannot be overlooked. In terms of safety too, like I just run away and I do this, and there goes most of those guys' HP. It's a pretty strong weapon for a lot of reasons. It's probably, it honestly may be the safest option after, even before considering Aspect of Pan. Like, I used to think Aspect of Pan was probably the best weapon, but like, this is just so objectively strong and safe. All right, I don't want the attack. Sprint Inflicting Daze could be decent here. Did I not rarefy his special when I took it? Not that it matters, because I got rare crop, but let me consider this from the perspective of how do I see... Oh, here's how I look at it. Offerings. Let's see. What do I need for your... Let's see. Exceptional talent. Your Omega attack and special fire 2 times, but use more magic. Sounds legendary to me. What do I need to unlock you, though? I've got Nova Flourish, so I need either Solar Ring, Blinding Sprint, or Lucid Gain. I need Extra Dose, Supernova, Backburner, or Prominence Flare. Let's try and aim for this legendary and see what happens. And then I guess I also could potentially... I don't think that's good for us. Again, heartthrobs aren't really necessarily that great. Where is Demeter? There we go. Frigid Sprint or Gale Force. While standing in a cyclone, you randomly fire gales. So, Frigid Sprint is definitely worth considering. And if she offers me Gale Force to replace Aphrodite's, I would definitely consider it. Alright, I think no matter what, out of these, let's take Blinding Sprint, because that'll give us a chance to get the, maybe I should have Nah, I don't want to Prime Magic for that. Alright. So we've still got 3 Death Defiances. We only lost 1 so far, which is pretty decent. This build is way safer than Pan, and it takes way less to get going. Literally all I needed was some maximum mana and 1 decent special boon, and it pops off right away. And now I do have a way of getting origination, because if I dash near enemies, they get dazed. So the question is Hera or Hermes is my last option here. Honestly, I'm thinking pretty strongly about Hermes here. The reason being, oh, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Hermes. I'm gonna go Hermes. If he gives me speed on my... Shoot, I don't even know what hit me there. There are so many things exploding right now. Oh, dearie me. Oh, this is a very... I don't even know what's happening. Okay, we're gonna just try and pop this here. Whoop! I'm in a really bad spot. Well...
Lost too much blood.
You don't say. Sheesh, that was so much in a tiny room.
Before it's too late.
Omega moves are faster, so I channel my Omega special faster. That's pretty good for me. Sprint is faster and gives you a barrier that ignores 1 instance of damage. I mean, Mean Streak is pretty strong, but I think honestly I don't necessarily need that strength so much as I just need to get my special popped off faster so that it does the damage it's supposed to do. Alright. Take a little health.
Finally.
Alright, we've got a decent amount of money, honestly.
Go to left.
Poseidon. Is there any reason I would want Poseidon here?
Come on out.
Poseidon is better for rapid hitting sort of attacks rather than the axe, I find. I think I'm going to go the route of this
Lord Charon set up shop.
and this. Unfortunately, it gave us +1 to our blinding sprint, which is completely useless in terms of what we want it for. But oh well.
Don't normally like eating.
Alright, let's pop that. Let's just get all this damage off. Oh. I realized too late what that was doing. I should be able to hit him from all this distance. Oh, wow. He's got so much range. I have to play a little bit more safely. Whoop. Tula, go heck him up.
I know you're here. Shouldn't have done that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I didn't realize when he's listening for us, that's what triggers his ability to throw the boulder. Good to know. Well, we're losing a lot of our Death Defiances here, but that's honestly fine. It feels like I do not have enough time to pop my... Really? That does damage. Okay. Alright, we're just going to charge it and pray that it works. Alright, there we go. Let's focus on taking out his allies before we even worry about killing him. Because they do a lot of damage in addition to whatever else we're doing. He's probably going to pass a kick, so let's dodge. Focus on dodging. Alright. Whoop! Alright, he's listening for us, but we're too far away. Oh, nope. No, we're not. Oh my goodness. He just does so much damage. They all do. I'm honestly kind of worried about Hera. Or not Hera, Eris. Eris is spooky. For me still, because I haven't really learned her patterns well enough to evade them appropriately. Alright, we've got him down to his last phase, and we still have 1 Death Defiance, which is better than usual, I would say. Whoop. Okay, I think I'm getting a better sense of how his patterns work, which is really important for dealing with him appropriately. Right. We'll get Tula to do some damage for us, and we'll just keep our distance for now. I'm just trying to regenerate mana because I don't have a good way of doing it otherwise. Alright, there we go. He's in our cast. Let's pop this. I was half a second late on the dash. I think I could have evaded that. Oh well.
So tired.
This basically means we're going to die in the next room, but oh well. I still think maybe Axe of Charon is the way to go. This is... I mean, it should go without saying 32 Fear is hard, as it is intended to be.
Which keepsake now?
I still feel as though maybe it would be best if I took the Hestia boon, because I don't think a single resurrection is going to keep me alive. Wait, no, wait, I just realized I have the sprint. Nope, that was entirely worthless. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well. Maybe I should have taken the Centaur Heart. I should have taken probably Engraved Pin. Honestly, would have been the best choice. Engraved Pin. The way it works is if you die, you have 10 seconds to finish the encounter, and then you're brought back with 60 HP. I should have taken that. Hestia is not what I need here at all, especially since the chances of me getting her sprint here is pretty much 0. It will be a very genuine moment of blind luck if that goes any way to my benefit. We'll see, though. We will see, I suppose. Do I do it? Hestia versus Hermes. Who do I choose? I mean, I don't want to take her mana regen because I'm already hurting for HP and losing 20% of my max HP. Sounds like a very bad decision all around. I don't know. Honestly, what I want most is just more Apollo, because if I can get his Omega, that would be really great for me. I'm glad that they made it so Aphrodite's cast does damage now. That helps a lot.
It's Auntie.
All right, Auntie Hestia, here we go.
Poor little sister Demeter. She bore but one child.
Let's see. So yeah, I didn't get... I don't think Controlled Burn is worth taking either. Whenever your attack or special deal damage... Oh, they changed her mana regen. That's hardly any major mana regen, especially terrible on the axe, but I guess we'll take it. I could rarefy it, which means more magic in the long run. I think I'll rarefy it. 6 mana. Like, that feels so negligible. We'll see. We'll see. Like, it'll be good for rapid attacking sort of boons, but it's kind of useless on a weapon that only does, like, 1 hit. Yeah, that didn't regenerate anything for me at all. Oh, dear. That's a lot of fire. I'm just gonna stay here and hide, and I think that's fine. The nice thing about the Apollo special is it just makes the hitbox so big. Oh.
The messenger.
Hey there. Oh, right, never mind. I was thinking, oh, it's Icarus, but no, it's Hermes. Cool, cool, all right. Self-healing when you have at least 3 fire boons, which I do not. I restore 30% of any damage I take, which in this, right now, that sounds really, really useful. Prominence Flare. After your Mega Cast expires, rapidly deal damage in the area for 2 seconds. This is what Solar Ring used to be. It seems like it's been nerfed, but maybe it hasn't. And I'm really worth, I don't know, this gives me an immense, a substantially greater amount of survivability, but ultimately it maybe makes it so I can take 1 extra hit instead of only 2. Or, like, it makes it so I can take 3 hits instead of 2. Whereas the other one guarantees me some pretty solid damage for this build. And is it called Backburner? Prominence Flare. So that's on the list. So if I get this, I have a chance at Apollo's duo boon. I think I'm going to risk it. I'm going to take Prominence Flare.
Better.
And then literally doesn't matter what we take here, so we'll just go the route of bones. Jeez, I guess it was one of the skulls. I don't actually know what hit me there. It must have been one of the skulls. Oh, no. Thankfully, Tula is heat resistant, so she doesn't mind the giant pits of fire, apparently. I'm going to focus on evading that for now and activate Tula, and then we can go and melee you. And then finish you off with a special. Oh, there's more. I should have saved my mana. Oh, no. Ah, this is bad. Try and get this off ASAP. Okay, good. All right. You know what? Prominence Flare still seems really strong. I think we're fine. Is that it? Oh, there. Yeah, it is. So another Aphrodite or HP. I guess the question is, what do I stand to gain from? What do I stand to gain from Aphrodite if I went her route? Is there a way I can look at boons? Doesn't look like I can look at boons, so I think I need the HP, honestly. Ah, jeez. I thought I was in the clear passing through that fire. I was, in fact, not. I'm going to say, honestly, Aphrodite's cast has been keeping us alive. Alright, so we've got an Icarus room, which is kind of nice. How did you survive all that? with like 1 HP. All right. Just gonna play it safe in the safe spot effectively behind these walls.
Smite them.
Oh gosh, there's so much on the screen I can't tell what's happening. I panic and dashed into the fire. All right,
Hey,
Icarus, what have you got?
you made your own wings, munitions.
Come on, Melly.
That's not what
Let's see.
Any question coming?
When you enter a location, prime 40 magic to give your specials plus 20 power. Each time you clear 5 encounters, receive 3 palms and 10 HP. That would be cool if we had 5 encounters left. Hazard Boom. Cast also blast the area after 4 seconds, dealing 500 damage to foes, 20 to me. None of these are good for me. I mean, plus 20... this is a terrible decision and I'm taking it. I'm probably throwing the run on that one, but
Thanks. Off he goes.
we'll take... I mean, with that in mind, maybe it's smart to take Selene here, but I still think HP benefits me more than anything else. Alright, where is everything gonna spawn? Right next to me, cool. I guess we delete them very quickly. Alright, is there something else? You over there. Get him, Tula. Okay. All right, we did it. On to the next area. That was a lot of encounters. Unfortunately, it looks like it will be more. Alright, so I want to get past these guys because I knew they were going to throw their projectiles and be a problem. And honestly, I still don't feel great about this.
Don't.
Alright, let's just go ahead and... Nope, never mind. I think I have a chance now, so let's go ahead and pop that. Like, I won't have my Omega cast going off, but it's honestly fine. Thankfully, I can dodge out of that. Yeah. We're basically having a ranged battle here, but I think I can pretty effectively dodge them now. At least I can generate some mana off of Hestia.
Helm.
Literally doesn't matter what I pick here, so we'll just take that. That skull is going to hit me. Yep. I should have just dodged. Oh my goodness, they move so fast. Charge this up ASAP. Leave me alone. Try and get that off. Oh. Meine Güte. Scary, scary, scary. Well, we did it. Okay, we made it to Eris. We do not have Hestia's, we do not have Hestia's dash, but if I had Hestia's dash here, I would probably win. I genuinely would probably win if I just focused on running rather than DPSing, which knowing me, I would totally throw. Alright, moment of truth, Kiwi. I'm gonna open this package, and it's gonna be Apollo, and he's gonna give us his legendary boon.
Well, well.
In the name of Hades.
Well, then. All useless for me.
Let's do it.
I mean, 6% dodge chance. There's a chance that would help. We're so dead, Kiwi. I have never done Eris undamaged outside of the one time I ran the Hestia sprint.
For me.
But this is the closest we've gotten. Oh, wait, that was a mid shop. Huh. We're not done just yet. There's still a chance, I guess. Not an inspiring chance, but a chance nonetheless.
I can't.
There are so many enemies over there. Oh, you're not supposed to jump behind me. That's no fair. At least this boon hits through walls, unlike a lot of the other things that get canceled out by walls.
Dead ahead.
All right, hopefully they all spawn over here so that I can deal with them easily. They did not. Oh no. Oh, you're gonna hit me. Oh dear, that's a lot of things. Please have enough mana. Okay, that thin their numbers pretty handily. Whoa! All right, I'm bailing out. I'm bailing out. Oh boy, Kiwi, this is so spooky.
Need to recharge.
Okay. Well, more maximum mana, always welcome. Okay. There's a chance. There's a chance we get the Hestia sprint. Very unlikely chance. But even if not, any sort of heal, any sort of boon from Hermes that we can get sooner than later is
Pure water.
very welcome. All right, Hestia, what have you got?
Authority.
Slow cooker. Attacks and specials gain power the more fire boons I have, and I have 4, so that's pretty good. Give up Rapture Ring, but gain 70 max HP and mana. I don't think it's worth giving up Rapture Ring because that honestly the weak has been carrying us in terms of damage reduction that it gives. Glowing Coal. Hold cast to aim a fiery projectile. The binding circle forms there. We need this. If we're not going to get her sprint, this is the only other option I have that makes it a lot safer to deal with Eris, because then I don't have to worry as much about her giving me meat shots. I can really try and keep my distance as much as possible.
Let's get them, Auntie.
There definitely was a chance I could roll and maybe be offered her sprint, but I feel like the odds are too low to risk it when I have that sort of boon that could really actually help me. Centaur Heart. After 4 encounters, mystery boons after 3 encounters. I won't be able to afford the instant buy, so I'm not going to take any of these because here's our shop. We literally have no more encounters. Unless I can instant buy those things, it's not worth taking. So sadly, no, like, there's the Apollo boon that probably would have given us the legendary, but I think ultimately we take the palm. Cool, it gave us our special. That's pretty huge. And it is heroic now, which means it's doing as much damage as it physically possibly can outside of palming it more. Kiwi, I make no promises for what's about to happen, but here we go. This is the closest we've gotten to beating anything on 32 Fear.
Every time.
I'm a good sport, Trouble. Win or lose, it's all the same to me.
To me it matters a lot more then. Okay. Whoop, dodge that. She's gonna go. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage. Alright. No, I'd rather not. At least it does good damage. Alright, she's spawning enemies. Just take care of them ASAP. I can use these to dodge, but only twice, and then they're popped permanently. Alright, that's phase 1, which means she's going to do a lot more damage now. At least we got some really good damage on her there, which is very good for us. I got caught on the wall. I hope that doesn't destroy my... Okay, it didn't. That's good. Pop fire on that. Whoa, get out of there. Alright, there's her next phase. Charge this up ASAP. I don't think I got that. Darn it. Shoot. Literally, who's she shooting? Ah. Alright, we'll just shoot this from a distance. Any shot on me at all now kills me. There we go. We got her to half health.
Return to Shadow now.
That's cute, she says it. That was, that had promise.
She had a blast at my expense again.
It wasn't amazing. Could have gone a lot better. There were definitely some deaths that I shouldn't have taken. Honestly, I'm having more trouble with Polyphemus than I had with Eris there. But I think we can do this. I know I promised I'd beat it in this episode based on what I said before. Clearly that didn't happen. But we're learning. We're learning. And I think in the next one I have a pretty solid shot. I mean, of course, RNGesus and my skill level with being major factors in this as well, but you know, we'll make it happen. Oh, and here are the new things that we can unlock. Like these little benefits that you get from taking certain minor boons. This one's probably the most important. If you get a nectar, you get a palm. But we have to unlock those. Because, so again, I'm running a speedrunner file from speedruns.com. That way I didn't have to, like, I could get all the meta progression without seeing the story until it's complete. But of course, this was made back in May, and the newest patch happened on June 26th, like a couple days ago. But with all that said, Kiwi, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope if you're awake, this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. Next one, we're going to keep trying at the 32 Fear and see what we get. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.